All right, this is the Attack Vector. This is a grip from Genki. I was very excited about this grip when I first saw it. This is something they showed back when they basically leaked the Switch 2 at CES in January. This is one of the grips they were showing off. I was very excited about this then. I could not wait to get my hands on it, but we're gonna go over this thing today. I'm gonna let you know if it has lived up to my expectations, the hype, all the excitement, or if this is not, maybe not quite there yet. All right, there is a lot to go over with this grip. So I'm gonna try to break it all down to what it does, show you everything it comes with, and then kind of give my opinions on it, some problems, some of the advantages to using this grip. The first thing we're gonna start is the back plate here. I do wanna take it off to start because we do unfortunately have to start with a slight bit of a con, because I saw in the last video, the one that I did about the Neo grip, people were talking about how flimsy it was. And yeah, I mean, when it's not on the Switch, it's a little flimsy, but I feel like this one is something we definitely need to talk about because it is very thin plastic. Thin to the point where it moves a lot, as you can see, that way and this way. That's something you definitely need to be aware of. It is very, very thin. But popping this on the back of the Switch is fairly simple. You basically just wanna line up all your ports on the top, then you can clip it around on the bottom. Once it's on there, it stays on pretty good. I mean, the back does lift a little bit, but it does have room to open up the kickstand, which is nice. You do have to make sure you have it on there perfectly for the kickstand to work, because it will get caught on these edges and you could break it, so be careful about that. But it does have all the cutouts on the bottom for the venting. You can get to everything up here just fine. It doesn't have any covers over any of the buttons or anything, so you're actually touching the buttons themselves, which I do like a little better than having a cover over it. It is a little thin. However, I have to talk about this now because it's thin, and they say this thing is dockable. Now, I thought maybe I was doing this wrong because I've seen other people dock this thing. I have the dock right here. I'm gonna show you what happens, and we can even take the Joy-Cons off just to show you how this works. I don't think this is dockable. The Neo grip goes into the dock, yeah, there's a little bit of pressure when you put it in, a little bit. But this, when you drop it in, you can get it to about there, and it just kind of hangs. If you can see, it is nowhere near going down to where it's supposed to be. Now, I did push this in earlier just to get it all the way down, and I'm not even sure if it actually connected. I mean, you really gotta give it some force. It's in there. I mean, we're talking the fact that it's got that much force where I can take the dock upside down and it's still not coming out. I feel like that's a little bit too much force. It's pushing the Switch into the dock in the front a little bit. Now, there are little guards down there in the front to stop it from actually touching the screen with plastic, but it's tight. I mean, you can get it in there, but it does not go easy at all. It is a tight fit.
That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Okay, this is me from the future. I actually just got an email from Genki. They are aware of the docking issue. I guess this is something that has been happening other places. I have seen other people dock it and not say anything about this, but it was a problem for me. I was wondering why, but before I post this video, I wanted to add this. They do understand it's an issue. They are going to be sending replacements out to people who have already bought this, and they have put it back on pre-order for now until they get the new ones in. It looks like it's going to be about 6 weeks. So if you're planning on getting this, if you're not worried about the other little issues I have with this, which I've either talked about already or I'm going to talk about in this video, it is on pre-order again, so they're going to fix that issue so it will be dockable. So just so you're up to date on what's going on with this, I wanted to make sure I shared that little bit of information. Other than that, the other thing this thing has on the back here, it's got this little MagSafe ring. It's kind of like what Apple does on the back of their phones, but if you have any MagSafe battery charger, it's not gonna connect to the Switch with the magnet itself, but it does stick here. So you can put a battery pack on the back, just like that. Any one will do. I have two of them here. If any of them that have the little MagSafe ring will work. Again, you're gonna have to have another cable to go up here and connect. Now, one thing I am curious about, I don't have one to use as of right this moment. I'm gonna look. Genki also makes a little 1 terabyte SD. It's kind of like a disk drive type thing that just kind of connects onto the back. I wonder if that would work for the Switch if you could plug it in here. I doubt it's gonna work. I would almost 100% guarantee it's not gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. I'll get back to you on that. Other than that, I mean, this thing is okay. It's a little thin. This part, I'm not crazy about how it docks. It does tend to slip off the bottom a little bit. It's not as tight as I would like it to be. But let's move on to the Joy-Con part of this, and we're not gonna put them on the Switch yet because there's a lot here I wanna show you. There's a lot of good stuff here. Some bad, but a lot of good. First off, the grips themselves. They come in 3 sizes. We'll talk about how they feel in a bit. They are quite a bit more advanced than something like the Neo Grip. These actually have a very thick layer of rubber around them. They have basically their own little rubber skins that go on each one of these, and they feel really good. They're all textured. They're not smooth rubber. This is all texture, like little micro textures, so you really can hold on to these things. Plus they have the rubber extra little grippies on the back right there. All of them have it, all 3 sizes, and you do get 3 sizes. You get this one that's kind of contoured to your fingers a little bit. And then you get this one, which is just a very, very large one. And then you get the tiny ones. These themselves are great. I think this is a really good design with the rubber. I love the way it feels. The problem with these, for me, it may be different for other people out there, but the problem with these ones for me is the shape. Now, I know that the Neo Grip ones aren't like the most innovative shapes. They're basically like little eggs in your hand. These are curved, kind of strange, and in weird places where they don't really let my hands rest the way that I want them to rest on these ones. And then when you put the big ones on, the very, very large ones, it looks like it would be a very nice fit, but honestly, they're kind of weird shaped and they're kind of too big across the back. So it's kind of hard to even get a grip on it to like, I think they're just too much. I don't know. And then the same thing with the smaller ones. I just could not find a grip that I really, really liked on this. I couldn't find one that I was comfortable with that I could keep on there. The tiny ones, they're a little bit better, but again, there's not a whole lot to hold on to on this side, and they're just too short. They don't have enough of a grab on them to where they're really doing a whole lot. I just don't really like the shape of any of these. They don't do it for me. I tried all of them. Could not find one that really made them feel very comfortable. I love the fact that these are covered in rubber though. I wish they were a different shape. The rubber's amazing, and it might be fine for you. These might be perfectly fine for somebody else. They're not shaped to my hand very well. I don't find them very comfortable. But there are a few other issues, some of them bigger than other. This one, I do believe, not a huge issue. I'm starting to get used to it. As you can see, I popped it right on there. The system for putting these on can be a little tricky to find at first. Once you figure out where it's at and you get used to the feeling of where it needs to be and the position it needs to be on there, it gets easier as you start to use it. But I don't think the system for putting them on is the best. When you have the whole package here, it feels okay. It feels all right. I am starting to think that maybe the one awesome design choice that I really liked about this when I first saw it is maybe not the best design choice, or maybe it needs a little bit more work to kind of sturdy it up a little bit, because it feels like it's a little flimsy. The little bit of wiggle that the Joy-Cons have is amplified so much by having these big things on the side and having the Joy-Cons be able to be taken off while everything is still on there. That is the thing. The Neo Grip, obviously you're gonna take it off to get the Joy-Cons off. It's not something that will do this. This is one of the reasons I really wanted to check this one out though, but I do feel like it really amplifies the little bit of play that is in the Joy-Cons themselves, and honestly, it makes me a little worried to hold on to it like this. Like, it's gonna be a lot easier like that to pop off the edge, or it's gonna be able to apply a lot more force to accidentally maybe drop your Switch like that. I just don't know if this design is for me. I do love the direction that it's headed. I don't think this is it though. I don't think this is the one. I have not tried the kill switch. I know that also does the same type of thing, but I feel like this system would have actually worked a lot better for a rail system where you have it slid on there and you know it's not gonna just pop off at any time. This does make it a lot easier to just grab that Joy-Con right off of there without hitting that button. So it concerns me a little bit. And I don't want this to seem like a fully negative review, because I do like this thing. I think it has a lot of potential. I just don't think this is where it should have ended up. I feel like there's probably some more time this thing could have been worked on, changed a few things. Maybe if it was a little bit thicker on the back, just around where the Joy-Cons touch, it would kind of support it so it wouldn't have that much of a wiggle. I just, I don't know about this. That's another thing. It's very easy to just slide these things right off. Another reason why I'm afraid, you know, something would happen where I wasn't paying attention and, you know, one slid off. I dropped my Switch. I really don't want that to happen. All you really do is just kind of pop them on here, and they're not really all that easy to get on. There we go. And you slide it on. It does have rubber on the back of this, so it holds it down onto the Joy-Con fairly well. And they fit good. I mean, as you can see, they fit pretty good. It's just, I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot more time probably should have been spent on the little details of this thing. I don't think it's trash by any means. I like a lot of the stuff that Genki has sent me. I have a bunch more that I'm gonna check out, cases, all kinds of other stuff. And this isn't terrible, but I don't think this one's for me. I think this one needs a little bit more time to bake. Oh, really quickly, before we do anything else, I'm gonna see one more thing. We're gonna put these small grips on, and we are gonna see if it fits in a case. Okay, I have two cases here. We're gonna check this out very quickly. We have Genki's own case right here. I'm gonna see if it fits with these on, and it looks like, yes, that's gonna fit absolutely no problem with these small grips on. So if you're looking at this grip and this specific case, I do not know the name of this right now. I'm gonna have a full video on it later. Anyway, they do fit. The Savage Raven EDC case, I'm guessing it fits. Ooh, it's tight. Okay, so these are a little bit wider on the edges. So it does go inside, but it's tight on the edges if you don't care about that, if you're not that worried about it. Let's see how it zips. It zips fine. So I don't think it's gonna be a problem to put it in this one either, whichever one you like. You could probably go with either one of those, but that is gonna do it for this video. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, make sure you're subscribed, check out the links down in the description, and we'll see you in the next one.